Hello, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Keona, and I mainly do diamond painting content. Today, we are doing a WIP chat, where I work on my work in progress, also known as a WIP, and just chat with y'all. This is coming out really late. Normally, I try to get these things out in the morning on Fridays, and if you're watching this day of, it's evening that it came out. It's not nighttime, because right now it is 7:30. I just took my meds. So, we have an issue. My mic died today. Well, it turns out my charger was dead for my mic. So, yeah. So, let's just jump straight into it. I'll show you everything I'm using. But first, we'll start with my purchases for this week. I had one purchase that came in this week. And that is cat-proof diamond painting trays. I bought the whole set of the limited edition rainbow. So I had like this blue to green. I love the color combination on this one the best. This is like the sunset, it looks like almost because of that. And this one's like a green to orange. Not real happy about this one, but that's what you get when you go for a rainbow filament. Okay? So, I will be using these. It's going to be real weird using something this small. I will be using these during this WIP chat. Normally, I would use a Munimade, but this time we're going to be using cat-proof diamond painting trays. I will go ahead and put a link down below. Okay, so that's our purchases. Shop update. Let's talk about the shop update. As y'all know, I do updates at noon on Fridays, and there was not one today. The reason being is I go out of town next week. I do. I go out of town to Florida. I'm going to go watch Marlins opening game just because it's the Mets. Go Mets. And so I didn't do any shop update this week, and I'm not doing a shop update next week. I'm going to try to just stay on the stock that we have. We have plenty of stock, or I have plenty of stock because I do it all by myself. And I am running a little behind on orders, trying to catch all of them up. I got more than half of them out today, so I still have a few left to get out tomorrow. Normally I do my shippings on Fridays and Mondays. And I hate to say it, one of my orders might not go out till Monday. But I leave on Tuesday, so I decided that if I leave on Tuesday and get back on Monday, which is the plan, that covers my entire processing time. So whatever orders I get while I'm away, I can still process them in time. And so I'm not going to put the shop on break. I decided not to do that to y'all. That if, you get paid or whatever, or you want to wait till then, that's fine. Just know that nothing will be shipped out between the 28th and April 3rd. Just letting y'all know. I will put up an update on the shop to let y'all know that. So that's the shop update. Nothing new this week. I do have plans. For, if April 3rd is a Monday, what is that Friday? Well, I'll tell you in a minute. I will tell you in a minute. Sorry. April 7th. April 7th, I do have plans. I do have plans for April 7th. So, don't worry. You will be getting some things. Speaking of next week, there will not be a WIP chat. Instead, there will be a drive-in chat. And I will be recording it Tuesday on my way down to Florida, or on my way across Alligator Alley to Miami. Because I got to go down to Fort Myers, Bonita, and visit some family. And then I'm going to see my best friend in Miami. She's a Marlins fan. We don't hold it against her. I'm so mean. I love her. I'm just into baseball, and I had some choices to make when it came to my teams. Like, I could go Texas like I do everything else, or I could go Atlanta Braves because they're, like, right next to me. I could pair up with my friends up north, and I already like some northern things. Like, I'm obsessed with New York. I love New York. I loved when I lived there. And then we already have, whatchamacallit. And then, of course, my friends down in Florida, and so I ended up with Mets because I kind of like them. I like the Met. I like Mr. Met. That's sad. That's why. It's all over Mr. and Mrs. Met. Absolutely. It's the mascots. Anywho, now that we've gone through that, I'm giving you a shop update. I'm giving you my purchases for this week. Let's talk about my accessories for this week. I will be using my pen from Jenoviya Art Outpost. my pin from Diamond Painting Pen Pal. It's a roll stop pin, so it's got that flat edge right there. If you can see that, there you go. In my multi-placers, I will be using Randa's Crafty Corner Scented Putty in Pumpkin Pie. For my section frames, these come from my shop. If I have to make another row, these will go in. Well, I won't be making another row in this one, but yes. For my single placer, I am using PaddyWaxx Super Sticky. This is a godsend. Look, I'm running low on it finally. Don't worry, I have another one. I have an actual 10. For my wax binder, we are using the Ocean Spray Blue wax minder from my shop, and I will be using a jar minder for my trash. I've covered my accessories. Oh, and for my trays, I will be using my cat-proof diamond trays to see how well they work out. What holds my drills is Harbor Freights, and I think I've got that all covered. So this is Magic Potion from Jenoviya Art and Diamond Art Club. I am a little over halfway through. The 7th row was halfway when I finished that, so I'm, 2 rows into the second half. So we're coming along nicely. I can't wait to honestly finish it, but that'll be a while. And since I'll be gone next week, you won't be getting a time lapse at all, because I will not be working on it on Sunday. I will not be working on it on Monday. I will not have the time. So since I won't be here, we're not going to do a time lapse next week. I do have some unboxings. I just have to edit them. So next week might be a week of unboxing. We'll see. Ooh, if I get the Craftably video out, then you'll have that on Sunday. We'll figure that out. Either way, I am going to pause this right now so we can get into the actual WIP Chat. Not pause it. Stop it so we can get into WIP Chat. I can start it up so it makes the time lapse easier because we still got a time lapse this week. So just give me a second. Okay, now we can get into the actual WIP Chat. I'm going to move some of the stuff out of the way. I should have done it in the other clip, but oh well. It'll just show at the beginning of the time lapse. Let's just get right on. That's the wrong way. We want to go in, not out. Looks like I got to adjust the camera here. Give me a second. Sometimes it's easier to overcorrect one way and then come back. That's exactly what I just did. Okay. Move you closer. Gotta keep it in there, you know? Miss Coffee likes to call these teddies. They're not titty teddies. That is not nipples. Those are paws. So let me get my time written down, my start time. It'll take me a second because I know I'm in a to-do list. It's waking up. I almost started singing. Please don't sing, Keona. I'm not gonna sing. Magic Potion. Magic Potion log times. I have not touched this since the 20th, and it's now the 24th. Holy crap. Keona. Diamond paint more. 7:45 p.m. Close that up. Get it out of the way. I need to turn my light on. Get it in the right mode. There we go. Sorry, I didn't paint my nails for y'all. So this week, I want to discuss shop owning. I could tell you about my week, but my week was just all about the shop this week. And we got a comment. I don't know if I got it on a video or if I got it in one of Mrs. Coffee's streams, because if you didn't know, I try to be in every single one of Mrs. Coffee's streams. But got a comment this week about how they were happy that I keep up with my content, even though I'm working hard on the shop. And I was thinking about that. And I think it was on the video. But I've been thinking about it this whole time. About it. And I was like, I used to think the same thing. Like, it would be nice if a lot of these content creators kept up with their content when they, had a shop. Because I used to watch Randa's Crafty Corner, her vlog every week. Which, honestly, I've thought about doing a vlog, but since, I don't know yet. I don't know about that. But, I used to watch her weekly vlog, and now she doesn't do it because of the fact that she's busy. I don't know why she's not doing it. She hasn't said anything about it. I don't follow on every single social media, which honestly, if you want to know all your details about your creators, your best bet is to follow every social media. Especially for me, everything's through my Instagram. I put up so many stories on my Instagram when things are going on. I use that more than the community tab. I always forget the community tab exists, to be honest. So, and I was sitting there thinking about that. And with how busy I was this week, while I sit here and listen to a train pass by, I'm not going to stop the video over a train. Normally I would, because it distracts the hell out of me. But with how busy I was this week, I was starting to understand it. Like, from the shop owner point of view, it takes a lot of time when you're putting 100% into your shop, whether it's an Etsy shop, distracted. Hold on, let that train pass by. Sorry, we have several train tracks here, crossings that don't have boom arms, and our trains are very busy, our tracks are very busy. But what I was saying is, whether you have an Etsy shop or Shopify or any of that, if you put 100% into it, you're going to be busy all the time. My problem was, I made a lot of things made to order thinking, oh, it won't be that hard, and then those made to order items come out, and suddenly I am making the items while filling the orders, and and then of course when your real life's busy because you're a mom and a caretaker to your mother and shit like that, and you have your own things, like I'm preparing for this trip this week, it was just insane with how busy I was this week. And I managed to get that tutorial out yesterday, a day late, because it took more work than I thought it did. I underestimated the amount of work with it. So, I'm starting to understand why creators aren't pumping out, or shop owners that used to be creators aren't pumping out like they used to, or even shop owners that became creators not pumping out like a creator does. I'm starting to understand that. But I don't want my content to suffer. I like this for that, but it's still just a little too small. What's our next color? Here, let's just a little one. So I'm testing them all out. There's not a lot of A, so we'll do... Ooh, no. We'll actually do these things. ABs. So, it's weird. And I don't want to put my content on hold. It's bad enough I had to do extra. I think that was my biggest problem, was I had this vacation coming up, and I was trying to get content ready for the vacation, and not considering all the other work I had around me. I got things going on at all times, and God forbid, I love my mother, but she doesn't understand it. When I am up until midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to be crabby as hell when my kid wakes me up at 7:15 because he missed the bus. Or the other night when I was up basically all night and I got like 2 hours of sleep, 3 hours of sleep. And then I had to take him to school. And then I didn't take a nap at all. So it was like, oh, I don't have enough switch pens. I need to refill my super sticky. And I was crabby. I was crabby to everyone, and I was trying not to be. Like, I was in Mrs. Coffee's stream, and I was getting irritated about stupid shit. And so I was like, you know what? Just don't say a word. And I'm not saying I was getting irritated with her. It was chat. People who don't even know me. People I don't even really talk to. And so, like, everything annoys me right now. And I think there was no I think. I know for a fact it was because I was sleep deprived. And so instead of talking and chatting and being da-da-da-da, I was like, time to back the fuck off and just be quiet. And I've had a crabby week all week because of last Friday, to be honest. And I think that's what threw me off a lot, too. And I'm not going to really talk about that anymore. That alone is upsetting. Okay, so just a quick review of these. Don't be discouraged if you have issues with them sliding down ABs and shit at the beginning, because all 3D printed trays are that way. They're not smooth in the very beginning. It's just the way the filament lays. But the key thing is these little lids. They like use a flexible filament right here. Am I too close in? Here, let's come out a little bit so you can see a little bit more of my cable. Okay, let's do the white. We'll do it in this tray. I'm having fun. Just trying out the trays. So I've already learned that I can't pour as much as I'm used to, because I'm used to using large trays, so... I don't do confetti heavy things, so maybe I should have only gotten the one tray. The big one. It's like, no, let's try this out. So what I'm doing is I'm using my 13 placer inside of it, seeing if it'll work. But it's been a week. And I started getting orders Monday night. I missed that one entirely. My phone goes D&D at 9 p.m. And I do that on purpose so I can try to be a normal human being and go to sleep. And I don't get phone calls. Because trust me, when you owe money to creditors, which we don't talk about, when you owe money to creditors, they will call you at 10 o'clock at night. My D&D used to go on at 7. Because if you're calling at 7 p.m., nothing good can happen, right? So it used to come on at 7, but because of Etsy, I changed it to 9. What I need to do is just have Etsy ignore the D&D. If that makes sense, because you can do exceptions with D&D. And then I won't have that problem. So I got orders. Most of my orders have been while that D&D's up. So I missed a lot of them at first. And by the time I had gotten the one at 11 p.m., I had one at like 1 a.m. as well. Or not 1 a.m., like 6 a.m., which... or no, 5 a.m. or something, which my order, or my D&D comes off at 6:30. Again, this is all about trying not to be bothered in the middle of the night by stupidity. So, I'm like, shit, I need to really put an exception to that. And Tuesday, I had my tire appointment at 8 a.m., and then I drove, I was basically out all fucking day. So I'm like, okay, I can't fill those. It's fine, I'll do it tomorrow. Well, I don't remember what I did Wednesday. Oh, I was working on the tutorial on Wednesday. That's what it was. All day Wednesday, I was working on the tutorial, trying to get it out in time. Because Tuesday, I had been out of the house all day. So I was trying to play catch up on content. And I had gotten another order at 1 o'clock in the morning. So I had missed out on that order. And when I went to go look at my orders and print them out, I'm like, oh, I have 3 orders I need to fill. Okay. Well, we'll do that, Thursday. And then Thursday, I was still working on that tutorial. So I finally got working on the orders on Thursday. And long story short, by the time I got to the point to where I was labeling orders this morning, I had 8 total orders. I'm like, okay, so here's what I'm going to do. All of the ones that came in earlier were section frame orders. Those are the easiest to fill. So I filled all those. And I still have wax minders and jar minder orders. So I'm hoping I can fill those tomorrow. The jar minder I might not be able to fill tomorrow because of the fact that I need time for the glue to dry. So I'm thinking about that one will be Monday. I feel bad for the person who ordered it, but luckily that one's not due to ship out until the 3rd because the processing time on jar minders is so much greater just because they are made to order. But my problem has been a time management thing, 100% a time management thing. I have been behind forever. So my goal is with all these unboxings that I've recorded in advance and everything else as bonus videos that I'll be able to catch up. Like, I'm still behind on TikToks. I haven't recorded or filmed. No, I haven't released. I have filmed. I haven't released a TikTok in forever. Okay. Remember to go down and then corner. Okay. Sorry. Talking to myself. I have a white drill stuck on the filament on the side of the thing. It happens. Got it. So I need to remember, or I need to catch up on content. And if I catch up on content, maybe I need to figure out a schedule. Like, okay, between this time and this time, it is YouTube. And honestly, my kids have spring break next week, but I won't be here next week, so it won't be that big a deal. I planned it that way, so if Michael missed the bus or whatever, it wasn't an issue. Which, since there is no bus during spring break, you get the point. And because my mother has issues seeing, and in the morning specifically. You know, a lot of people have issues seeing in the morning. And so, this way, she's not waking up, getting the kids up for school, which she always does. She does that part. And then having to take Michael to school because he's missed the bus. That boy goes out there at 7:06 every morning when he knows the bus is scheduled for 7:05, and I told him he better be out there at 6:55. Yeah, I have this growl in my head. You love your son, you love your son, you love your son. All the fucking time. So, Thursday I released the section frame tutorials, and I was playing catch up on all the orders. And today has been the final catch up, and I'm out of coffee, so I went without coffee most of the day while I was trying to play catch up, which does not help. And I was also out of creamer, so it's not like I could make the shitty coffee and just deal with it. And so when Sam got home from school was right around the time that I was finishing up the 5th order, and this was the last of the section frame orders, and I'm like, perfect. I go, let me finish this order, and then we'll go, and because she's been guilting me about how I keep going out of town without her, which is literally just 45 minutes away to like Starbucks and stuff. And so I was like, let me finish this order, and then we'll go to the post office, get these out, and we will go to Georgia, which is 45 minutes away. Well, Georgia's 10 minutes away, but where we go in Georgia is 45 minutes away, you know, and she's all excited. And I went to Kroger and Starbucks, and then I came home, and here we are with the WIP Chat. Da-da-da. Don't ask me what happened last Saturday. I have no clue. I was kind of numb all Friday last week. Okay, I have no clue where I left off. My damn thing went off and it said my name, and I didn't like the idea of that my real name being actually in a video. So I was like, ooh. And so I just cut it off. I was like, cut it off. I'll have to remember in editing to cut the last like minute off of the video. So where were we? Oh, we were talking about me being numb on Friday. Which is expected. Sam and I had already started making jokes, and Monday I was making jokes with Michael, and he goes, "Mom, too soon." I was like, me and your sister were making jokes on Friday, like 6 hours afterwards. You're gonna go to hell. Like, oh, I know. It's fine. If you don't know, I deal with dark humor. That's how I handle life, and it makes things easier. Like, a lot of people, they don't like comedians because of this thing or the other thing. They're always, like, sketchy and all this other shit. You know, or not sketchy. They like to skate along topics of, like, trauma and all that. But comedy is, like, one of the biggest coping mechanisms. And if you can't understand that, I feel bad for you. We talked about that this week. A lot of my experiences this week have been in Mrs. Coffee's chat, because I spent a lot of time in her streams. Oh my god, I do not like this. I guess I'll just have to get used to it. Maybe I just can't pour in as much as I normally do. But these are also the ABs, and ABs never like to slide. So. But, one of the things we talk about in her chat this week was people being overly nice. not overly nice, overly politically correct. And while I'm unapologetically myself, like I say, I'm sorry, but this is how it is. You know, you get a sorry, but if you can't be happy with the way a person is, doesn't that make you the intolerant person? Like, I grew up a certain way. The South is a whole different breed, and when you grow up all over the South, you're a special type of breed. You know, I lived in Louisiana, Alabama, Texas, and Florida. Oh, and a little bit in New York, right? Those are the 5 states I've lived in. And, like I said, you gotta be a special kind of breed. I'm just gonna keep the lids off of these if I don't need them. I'm trying to use a little one, too. You know, give it its fair shot. So I'm looking at areas that need just a little bit. Look at that little one! Look at how cute it is! I don't know what to use it for, though. How about the little green ones here? The little X's. And the little wannabe... I call these the wannabe hazard sign because it's 3 little dots. Yeah. I don't even know what I'm going to name this one. Originally, I'm like, oh, all I'm going to talk about is how shop owners, you know, they used to be content creators, I finally understand. And then we talked about it, and that was it. It was like, eh. So, I can't make it a one word like busy. That's weird. Maybe, I don't know. Look, I didn't need to pour that much. Why do I do that? Miscalculating. I mean, I'm still like, okay, what can we do? What can we do as a title? My brain's always thinking. I'm really enjoying my Kindle. Just, I have not read a book in it. I have been reading a book, though. A physical book, because physical books smell good. Yes, I just said physical books smell good. And if you don't believe me, go to a library. Just go to a library. That smell you smell in a library is physical books. There is something about the smell of an actual paper book. Maybe I'm weird. But people agree with me. You go on Book Talk, which is the book side of TikTok, if you didn't know. You go on Book Talk, and they'll talk about the difference between ebooks and physical books. And yeah, there's nothing wrong with ebooks. They actually make it to where you can afford more books and everything else, especially if you have like a Kindle membership, which I now do. But it's not about how big your little copy there. If you also have a small little library in your house, you can just pick up a book. And right now, I am reading... Here, let me grab it. It's right next to me. I'm reading Zodiac Academy. I'm on book 6. I finished book 5. I finished book 5 this week and started book 6. And I'm pretty far in there, if you notice. But, I will get lost in reading, and that's what I did a lot this week. I have not read at all today. I don't think I read yesterday. Because I just was so busy. I didn't want to risk losing my time to it, because I will. Because I don't have time management skills. So, at least I can admit it, right? And so, but I'm really into it. If you liked Harry Potter, but you're an adult now, you know, because Harry Potter is a book for millennials, or a book series for millennials. Fight me if you don't believe me. I was reading it when I was in middle school and high school. Primarily high school, but yeah, it's a millennial book. Book series, but anyway. If you want Harry Potter, but more mature, like, it's all about an academy in a magical world based off 4 elements and astrology, like stars and fate and everything else is a major thing inside the book. Do we even want this level? I don't think we want this entire layer. No, we don't want this entire layer. Okay. Just making sure, because I was about to grab one for it. Yeah, so, I'm really into it, and they have this thing, and yes, this is spoilers, but they have this thing called Elysian Mates, that's basically you are fated for the stars, and it's good, like, that's like the most spoiler I'll give you, because I understand people don't like spoilers, and so I'm one of those people, I love spoilers, and I'd like to know what I'm about to get myself into, because, oh my god, the fills of this book series, it's killing me. I was supposed to order book 8 and I didn't. I decided to wait off. I have book 7 already, but with how fast I'm reading, I should order book 8 this week while I'm away. I really should. But, it's got me in the feels, and I was like, okay, I can't handle this. I need to know what's going to happen in book 6. I need to know what's going to happen in book 7, so forth and so on, you know, spoilers. So I go into the subreddit for Zodiac Academy, and instead of finding the spoilers, I find an entire thread about this thing that was in book 1. In book 1, in the copyright, it says, please do not share our books with other people. Do not lend our books. Do not resell our books. Everything else. And this is a big deal. I read it and I thought it was fucking stupid. I'm like, you can't stop me because, no. And everybody called them out, saying it's anti-library and all that. And so the authors came out saying that they didn't put that in there like their editor did or their publisher did, which I thought they were self-published through Amazon, but I don't know. And that it was only meant for the ebooks. It did not mean anything for the physical copies. And so they were bad prints. They should have never been in there. And apparently, like, every so many months, they have to keep talking about this. Like, well, that makes me feel better about the authors, because it really upset me that they would be anti-library. Well, not anti-library, you know what I mean? Because, it's the same thing with Napster. Do y'all remember, okay, I was going to show my age. When I was 13, barely 13, I used Napster a lot. And in 2000, right around the time I turned 14, but let's say in 2000, Napster got shut the fuck down. Napster, as I knew it, got shut down. Okay? But it was Lars from Metallica. I will always hold a grudge against Lars for this one freaking thing, because it's bullshit. Because, guess how Metallica grew? Passing their mixtape around at concerts. You know? Word of mouth. So, I am against anti-piracy laws and all that. I understand, the creator. Look, listen. If you are a multi-million-dollar artist, you shouldn't care about people passing your freaking music along, because it's only going to help you more. And don't even get me started. Nope, stop right there, because you're going to go about your fields about the MCA all entirely. And it's a very unpopular opinion, but I don't fucking care. So, when authors sit there and tell you that they don't want their book shared, it's like, so you don't want people reading your book. You don't want people finding your book. And I went ahead and I shared my book's copies with my sister-in-law until she caught up to where I was. And I don't care. Like I said, I look at that as, I'm gonna say fuck you and do it anyway. Nice little tray. I kind of like it. I mean, I still am more of a Munimade person, but yeah. So, it's just frustrating when people do that. When people are that way. And so, it did put this, like, ease into my brain about it. I was like, okay. Now I don't feel like a douchebag. You know, it's like reading these books. But I'm looking for book recommendations for my Kindle. You know? So I can get a new series, because of the fact that Zodiac Academy, I will always have the physical copies. I'm not going to a digital halfway through the series. Nope. So when 9 comes out, I'm getting the physical. I just sounded like Ducky from Land Before Time, except instead of yep, 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 it was nope, nope, nope. Ah, there we go. There is the title of the WIP Chat. Millennials. I'm having a millennial flashback. Totally. No, that's not the title. I haven't figured out the title yet. I'll figure it out when I go to edit it. Like, you idiot. And I'm sorry if there was a section about 10 minutes ago that probably chopped up. I've noticed an issue when I stop recording and I don't wait long enough to start back up again. It wants to dick out on me. Language, Keona. Oh no, I'm spilling. I didn't pay attention. Alright, this is a lot different. And normally I'm used to using black and white trays. Y'all know that for contrast. So I always have the perfect contrast on my trays. So this being a yellow based tray and a yellow, yellowish drill. It's weird. But it works. It works. So I came up with this idea. I'll tell you about this idea. I will tell you my plan to release, what I'm going to release, and you will see the details in about 2 weeks. Just under 2 weeks. So what I plan to release on the 7th is a 36-pack of section frames called the Mystery Pack. And it won't be mystery colors or anything like that. You'll be able to choose your colors, but for mystery kits. So you can just guess how that's going to be. And now that I've talked about it, there's your receipts for if anybody sits there and goes, oh, I'm going to make the same thing. No, bitch. I already talked about it. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I'm one of those people, I have no problem talking about my ideas publicly on video because of the fact that, to me, that's a receipt. And if you want to sit there and go and take my idea and try to make it yours when you're one of my viewers, look, section frames were not my idea. I cannot stress this enough. They were not my idea. I saw it on TikTok. I've even found, this week I found the original creator. And their, her version, I think it's their version. That's the safest way to put it. Their version is, pretty much just a square. No labels. I think they have a little square label, but it's just like a thin window. And mine is not. Mine is a, look. When I saw them on TikTok, it wasn't the original creator that I saw on TikTok. What I saw on TikTok was somebody had them, and I guess they bought them from her, or them, bought them from them. And so, but I was like, oh, I can do that, just seeing the frames themselves. I still don't know what that creator's TikTok is. I've just saw their Etsy listing. So, I know their Etsy listing exists. And I'm priced about the same as them. Everything's about the same, except our designs are different. And once I saw that our designs were completely different, which I already knew they were, it was like, okay, I feel better because of the fact that I didn't just blatantly steal an idea. I went and go, I can do that, and I made it better. Better in my opinion. I made it different. And that's what a lot of people say. You know, everybody gets inspiration from somebody. You know, a truly original idea is never truly original, whether you want to believe it or not. Okay? And so, everybody gets inspiration from somewhere. As I stumble over my words. And so I got inspiration seeing the frames for the first time, but I'm not copying them, you know? It's kind of like, you go and you look at all these 3D printed trays. And we'll use Muni as a great example. They started with a Thingiverse file, but made it their own. Like, they went through testing to make it their own. So yes, you had that starting point of trying, you know, and in the end, it was just like my situation to where they made it for themselves. I made these for myself. And somebody else saw it and goes, excuse me, I'm going to need those, and that's how section frames got put on my shop. The only thing that was my original idea is that Waxminder you're staring at right now. So, yeah. You always gotta be worried about that type of stuff. People will be ready to scream. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. What were we talking about? Oh! I don't know. I don't know if I want to talk about it now. I think we were talking about being politically correct, and now I'm kind of worried about it. But I'm not worried about being politically correct, because a lot of it is intention, and I don't intend to hurt anybody, like, personally. And if I hurt your feelings, maybe you should look at yourself. Like, I have a sign that sits up in my office that says, I would like to apologize to anyone I have not yet offended. Please be patient, I will get to you shortly. Because I already know that I'm going to offend somebody, and I can't be worried about pleasing the entire world. And a lot of it is the culture I grew up in. You know, I don't understand how people can be one way and act the other way and all that, you know, and it's a lot of it is culture, a lot of it is the area they grew up in. Like, when people say, that's some Florida man shit, and I'm like, okay, what'd they do? And it's something like crazy. I'm like, oh, that's a Saturday night, you know, because I grew up in that area. I have family that's Floridian, you know, it's like, it's weird. It's weird about how different we can be, all being from the same country, that it's so regional. These are gonna fall, and I don't want them to fall. I want them out of there! Okay, there's just one, and I only need one. And it fell, and I got it. Dun, dun, da, 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 da. I have so many songs stuck in my head right now. So many. I'm thinking, what's our next one to do? Use the baby tray again. The baby tray. I like that baby tray. It's cute. I just can never think of what to use it for. Why is that so far up there? I don't know. Don't mess with it. Don't mess with it. Yes, mess with it. Oh, I think my thing's sliding. That's why. I tried. Oh, I just moved the table. So if we fix that to where it's straight now. Maybe. There we go. There we go. Things I'm concerned about. Look at how cute that is. But what brought us into the conversation about things being different and copying people is we had a conversation, I want to say yesterday, because even if I'm busy, I'm lurking in Miss Coffee's stream, about how things are always looking the same, about how people are copying a layout and everything else. And there's a difference between a standard being, but if people can do things differently, then that thing is not a standard. You know? And we're talking like layouts of diamond paintings, you know, the boxes, this, that. Like, if you look like a clone, you're going to be called out. That's just the way it is. And there's nothing wrong with it, per se. You may get people going, oh, I don't want to buy from this person because the fact that they just look like another company, I might as well buy from that other company. So you will get those, but you will still have your, you know, your clientele. Clientele is such a weird word for me. But it's, you know, it just means customer base. That's all it means, right? So, no matter what you're going, your clientele is not going to change, but you may ostracize a whole new customer base altogether. Like, there may be a whole group of people that are like, this looks like Diamond Art Club, I'll just buy from Diamond Art Club. And especially if you have higher prices. I have not watched the video they were talking about because I haven't had time to watch any YouTube. So I'm going to have to watch me some YouTube. I gotta catch up on Chris. I like Only Being Chris. She's such a sweetheart. I had last Sunday. I missed her live, so and I was like, I missed it by like 1 minute. She went off, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, because I slept in, and sorry, I had to get a drink of coffee, and so I'm like, shit, I missed it. So I watched the replay, and I normally don't watch replays, but I watched the replay because it was Only Being Chris. Come on, and I was just laughing as she goes, I'll have to figure out how to use these. And I'm like, oh, no. I will teach you how to use these. And that's when the video idea for Wednesday changed entirely, because I already had several people go, I don't know how to use this action frame. I'm like, oh, I will teach you. I will teach you. I will show you the way. Which I'm happy. People have been getting their section frames. Yay. And so people are trying them out. And that makes me happy. I mentioned this in the tutorial, I do want to do one where it has a floating label. So it's like the grid, and then, you've seen the window pane ones, right? Do I have a window pane nearby? Yes, I do. Okay. Ah! I can't reach! No! So close, but so far. Save me. Alright. So, we had the window pane one. This one I didn't use because it had a grease in it, but I made these for a tutorial. What I'm talking about is making something like this, but take these 4 lines out and having a floating label. That's this nice round piece, and then you'll get rid of all these sharp edges that tear easily. That's what I'm thinking. And they're nice and thick, so they won't tear as easily, too. Not thick vinyl, because the vinyl is actually pretty thin. See? But, nice, thick borders. Yes. So that's my plan. And I've been asked what vinyl I use. I use several different vinyls, so I can't really answer that question. I use Vivid Pro. That's what that one is. I use Oracle, Cricut. I no longer use Dollar Tree vinyl. I tried to use Dollar Tree vinyl, and it's just so bad as a reusable vinyl. And that's the problem. It's like, so I'm using anything from permanent to reusable, because all of them are reusable when it comes to putting on plastic and putting on section frames. You're not putting it on anything that would be permanent. So it is frustrating when the vinyl is tearing, the vinyl's not cutting properly, and everything else. And I was like, I would have liked saving some money by using Dollar Tree vinyl, and everybody who sits there and says that it's something decent are lying to you, because it's trash. It is absolute trash. Like, I never thought about cutting it on the washi tape setting, but that just shows you, it's so freaking delicate and all that. So if you ever wanted to know why Discount Green was so cheap, you were pretty much only paying for my labor, and you weren't paying for the vinyl at all, because it was Dollar Tree vinyl, and I discontinued it. I think I discontinued it last week. I said I'm done with it, because I just can't, and I couldn't justify giving that to people. Like, I have 4 frames left, and I thought about it, and I'm like, no, I can't put them back on the market, because they just suck. I wasn't happy with the quality, and I'm not happy with them, and I will not sit there and put that type of quality out. So, instead, I might, before I leave, put out a black chrome window pane, but probably not, to be honest, because, again, I don't have them made, and so when I get home, it would be like crazy. This week, what I'm going to do is everything I have in stock, even the made-to-order stuff, I'm going to make it so it's ready and made, so when I get home, if I have any orders, I can just fill. No making, nothing like that, just package and ship out. And that's my plan, and I'd like to get to that point, period, to where everything's that way, to where the only way it's listed, even the made-to-order stuff, is already made. Except for custom, because I am going to be putting out a custom listing. And I'm thinking about doing it for 24 packs. I don't know. Where basically you can pick your style, and you can pick your color. And so I might do it in 12 packs or 24 packs. 12 packs makes the most sense because that's 3 pieces of vinyl, so I can do more color options. So that's to come, customs, and customs will take a while because, again, they will literally be made to order. So I have 2 processing times. I have the 3 to 5 business day processing time, which everything else is, and then I have the stuff like the jar minders is on like 5 to 7 business days, I want to say. Could be more. And that's what it would be on, is the same processing time as the jar minders. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. There we go. There's our WIP title. Shop talk. Cause it's been like shop talk this whole time. I could get used to this, using it intermediately, you know? It's not bad, not bad. It's different, and I'm not very good with change. I'm not. Oh, it's gonna be fun in the next, like... The next few days are gonna be crazy. Not only do I have to get the stuff for the shop ready, I have all that editing to make sure I have all the unboxings ready and edited and uploaded and just pending, you know, release. Then I also have thumbnails to make. I have to clean out my car. I have to pack. I have not done that. That was my wine, my ground. So I don't know. They're talking over the echo, but I have it basically as low as it'll let me go without unplugging it. I almost unplugged it because I've told my mother that please don't have conversations over the echo, especially when I told you I'm recording. No, it just fell everywhere. And she will continue to have those conversations on the echo while I'm recording, and she knows I'm recording. It's frustrating. A lot of things are frustrating. Maybe I could put it outside the room, like in the kitchen. Ooh, yeah. Put it in the kitchen. And then when I go to record, set the volume low so I don't even hear it when I'm recording because it's in the kitchen. Yes. I think we found a solution. I'll get yelled at, but I don't care. I hate the thing. It was a great, great thing, but the fact that everybody has conversations over it, and I am like, no, you're not going to answer me. You're going to come downstairs and you're going to talk to me. You know, if I call you down, don't ask me why. Just come down. Just come down. Get in there. It's so much easier to lie. Sorry. Why did I just put 19 before 20? But since I did that, let's just grab 20 and do that real quick. Do I have enough? I don't have my 3rd container here for refills, so this better be enough. I don't feel like pulling it out. I said pulling it out. Well, right now things are a little crazy in here because I did inventory and then I didn't put the vinyl up after doing inventory, and then I bought more vinyl, and then... Oh! That's what's coming back. Do y'all remember the rainbow pack that I had 2 listed? Well, y'all don't know I had 2 listed, but I had them listed at the beginning. Oops, messed up. Well, I found the rainbow colors. I've been looking for the same brand. Not the same brand as the original, because that was just a bunch of hodgepodge that I had. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to find a sustainable rainbow pack for the rainbow packs, the 14 count rainbow packs, right? And I finally did it. I found a sustainable one, and the brand is Oracle. Oracle's a great vinyl. It's a reasonable price, so I don't have to increase the price of it, you know. And that's the thing, is a lot of people don't realize that the price is actually discounting my labor, because I'm getting paid less than minimum wage. If I were to pay myself, I don't pay myself right now. Everything goes back into the shop or goes into the, I almost said stream, the channel. I'm not streaming yet. Soon, hopefully. I gotta learn time management before I can stream again. Oh, great. She's never gonna stream. She can't learn time management. That's what some of y'all are thinking. I hear you. I can hear you. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try my damnedest. Okay, let's do this U-turn thing. I love this blue. I really do. How the blue fades to green. This is my favorite. And the fact that it's in the big tray makes me really happy. Because I'm gonna use the big tray more than the little trays. And that we just dumped the entire U-turn in there. Oh, it spreads nicely. It is a little big for my hand. If I ever get my tray molds done, maybe I'll have stuff to show you. Now, if you get a resin product from me that's not UV resin, by the way, my goal is to have it cured for a full month before I even list it. So it's going to be as sturdy as it can be. Just letting y'all know that now. So, like, if I go ahead and I make diamond painting trays out of resin, which is on the list, I have the mold sitting there, half made. You know, if I go ahead and do that before it's listed, you're gonna either that or I will have a birthday for it. Yeah, your trays will have birthdays. Because that way you know, oh, this tray was only made 3 weeks ago, so maybe I should be gentle with it for the first 3 weeks, you know? Our first week or something like that. It depends on demand. Because the only thing I really had demand for that kind of blew me away was the jar minders. And yeah, the demand for section frames has picked up, which makes me happy. And, of course, wax minders has always been. It's like rushes, where you have, like, different moments, like, it's completely ignored for a week, and then suddenly 1 week is nothing but wax minders. So, why won't you pick these up? So we'll see. Well, that was a lot less than I thought I needed. Look at that. One is stuck. I like these little paw prints. I'm a cat person. I ordered these last Thursday. So when they came in and I finally got them open and I looked at them, all I could think about was Hansel because of the fact that I bought them because of Hansel open on my desk. And honestly, Link and Zelda have spent no time back here since Hansel's been gone. And I think they know, and I think the only reason they ever really came back here was Hansel, and so it is kind of depressing. But, you know, every day is a new day. You just keep going. I'm kind of numb to it. Again, it's like, I had my cry. I had one day of being just, I don't know. I don't even know what to say about Friday. There was a lot of crying. Every time I thought I was over it, something would be like, somebody would say, oh my god, I'm so sorry, Keona, and then the tears will come out again. Like, I remember Rooster, he goes, I said your name in my podcast this time. And so I listened to it, and I always listen to his podcast. I'm a few of them behind now, but I'll catch up, don't worry. But I listened to it, and he goes, by the way, Keona, I'm sorry about your cat, and instantly I thought about Sorry About Your Cats, which is a creator over on Twitch who used to be a creator on Mixer, which then he mentions him, like, hey, I know a creator named Sorry About Your Cats over in New York. It's the same creator, we both know, Rooster. And, so I just started crying, and so I hadn't been on, I made a Gilded account back in 2018, because, my name, you can't have it, and, so, I joined his Gilded just to yell at him, just to say fuck you, pretty much, like, how dare you make me cry, you know? And then That was just it. So that's pretty much it. It's weird. What's weird is I've been dreaming about the cat too a lot. I keep dreaming that he is, and then Kitty has been spending more time around the house, and Kitty is that stray that I think belongs to the neighbor, and so that's why I just call her Kitty. And so it's weird that I'll be outside smoking a cigarette in the middle of the night and a cat will rub up against me, and I know it's Kitty, but I instantly think cancel at first, and that is on the wrong one. It doesn't want to come up. Give me a second. So it's weird. Just weird. It's not weird per se, it's just I think that's what's keeping the dreams going. Also, if anybody ever tells me to get over the fact that my cat is dead, I got a whole group of people ready to kick your ass. That was another thing that happened this week. Like, who we killing? I go, no, nobody told me to get over it. Don't worry, nobody told me to get over it. Like I was just saying. I'm like, you sure? It's like, man, these girls are ready to sit there and take out somebody's throat, and I love them for it. I absolutely love them for it. And yes, I see all the U's I missed now. I'm gonna pick them out here in a second from the container. My brain's not thinking right now. Sorry. That song is Fake Fine, and I forget the artist. He's a TikTok artist. I will tell you in a minute. I will look it up in 2 seconds. Let me finish just picking these out. I think those are the only ones I missed, was those 4. Oh, it's not even 4, it's 3. My bad. It's my bad. Alright. Robert Grace, I think is his name. I'm not gonna play his music because of the fact that it's copyright. Songs sort. They added apply. Yeah, Robert Grace, and the song's called Fake Fine. Yeah. It's just stuck in my head right now, and I don't know why. Don't know why. Oh, my butt is sticking to the chair. This is why you don't wear shorts on leather, y'all. What else can we talk about? I almost made Michael walk to school this morning. Oh, yesterday he almost had to walk because of the fact that I was pissed. I don't know when I went to sleep the night before. I still think it's like a 5 a.m. thing, which means I literally got 2.5 hours of sleep. And to be woken up with, Mom, I missed the bus again. Oh. I almost told that boy to walk. Which wouldn't be a big deal if there wasn't a major highway that nobody cares about, and if my cat hadn't just got hit by a car and everything else. And then Tuesday, let me tell you about this. Tuesday, after I get my tires, I'm driving to Carrollton, Georgia. And the way I took goes through, I want to say it's called Bowdoin. I'm not too sure, but either way, it goes through this town. It starts with a B. I don't know how to pronounce it. And it gets to 45 miles per hour. And it's 45 miles per hour for a while before you pass this house that a dog was sitting on the side of the road, hit by a car. It had been so soon, and I was so pissed. It's like, how can you hit a dog at 45 miles per hour? You know, because I'll be doing almost 50, and a dog will run in the middle of a street, and I can stop and slow the fuck down. You know, I've done it for cats, I've done it for dogs, so it was just too soon, and I got triggered. And then on the way back, I realized exactly what it was, because there was a car in front of me and a car behind me on the same road coming the other opposite way. And it's 45 miles per hour. I'm doing 45 miles per hour. The car in front of me is gaining a huge gap between me and the car. So he's obviously doing at least 60. The car behind me is on my ass and, like, revving up because I'm apparently going too fucking slow. And I'm like, this is exactly it. Nobody's doing 45 in this area. Do they not see? And it's literally, this guy is revving his engine as we pass this dead dog on the side of the road. And it's like, do you not see that on the side of the road? Do you not care that there are houses? And it's not like, oh, just one random house in the middle of the, in middle of nowhere. This is a neighborhood at this point. And that's what's making me mad, because if I'm pulling into a neighborhood area and it says 45 miles per hour, even if it's like a main highway, I'm going to do fucking 45 miles per hour. Hell, I might even do less. I do between 25 and 30 through our main town, because that's just the way I do it. Besides my cat, I've actually seen cats and dogs get hit on this road, and I think it's fucked up, and it is 100% avoidable. It is 100% avoidable. And so, yeah. Maybe I'm just bitchy, which is fine. Perfectly fine. Be bitchy. Hey, that one almost matches perfectly. Actually, I think the E matched that pink. But oh well. Oh man. I need to put some serious gains on this painting. So let's add that to the things to do this week, right? This weekend. This weekend's gonna be packed full. Actually, I'm not gonna pick up my book this weekend, so what I'll do is, to relax, I will diamond paint. And that'll give me some gains. And since the time lapse goes out on Sunday, if I do any diamond painting on Sunday, it'll be in the morning. And I'll just add it then. Oh, you know what I can do? So since there's no time lapse going out on Sunday, the following week, on the 2nd, what I can do is, if I diamond paint at all that Sunday and Monday, I can just go ahead and add it to, that is the 9th, which is Easter. So basically, this Sunday is the last time lapse until Easter. Yeah, I forgot a 5. We'll do that too. So that's what we're going to go over right now. Remember, I leave Tuesday, so you get an unboxing on Monday. Wednesday, you'll get a bonus unboxing. You might get one on Tuesday, I'm not too sure. I haven't decided. I just got shot up. I have no clue where it went. Oh, there it is. So, but Friday you will get a drive-in chat, which it's gonna be me on my phone. So I need to actually charge my lapel mic or order a new one. Not this lapel mic. I have one specifically for USB-C, and it's lost its little poofy. So that's why I said I might have to just order a new one, which is fine. I'll do that right after this video is over, actually. Sorry, I just looked down at the microphone. Which means it gets louder. Okay. Yeah. Whoop. Alright, this is actually a very good stopping point for now for the WIP Chat. Give me a second. We'll finish this for the time lapse, and then I'll come back and we'll talk. Okay, I think it was sliding during the whole time. Now it looks even further down. Hold it with my boobs. Sorry if I hit the mic. That just went way too far up. There we go, that's better. Yeah, I felt like maybe it was sliding the whole time. Who knows? Who knows? It's hard to pay attention. I usually have a thing where my straight edge here to keep it from sliding, but it is currently rolled up in a diamond painting. Right over there. It's getting smashed, so I need to fix that. But yes, I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. It's always been hard to get these videos for less than an hour, but I think I got pretty close to an hour. I know it's not less than an hour, and it's going to be over an hour, but I think it's one of my shorter ones. I don't know. I'll have to look whenever I go to do the ending of the video. Sorry, the thing. Either way, I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. I want to thank you guys for being so supportive to me and all the new followers, or they're not called followers, they're subscribers here. All the new subscribers, all the new viewers. I greatly appreciate it. If we get to 500 subs before this diamond painting is done, I'm actually going to give this diamond painting away. I have not mentioned it yet, and hear me. Well, I mentioned it in Miss Coffee's stream, but now I'm mentioning it in my channel. If I finish this diamond painting after I hit 500 subs, I'm going to give it away as the 500 sub giveaway. Okay? Either way, I'm going to get out of here. I have so much to do. We talked about it already. I will see you in the next video, which is the time-lapse on Sunday. And I hope you're doing well this week. Don't forget to like if you enjoyed what you heard. Leave a comment down below. Any comments, questions, concerns, anything you want to talk about. Down below, we can talk. We can have fun. No big deal. And also, you can make fun of my nails about how bad they are and about how they need to be cleaned and painted. Well, actually, that's black nail polish right there. It's not dirt. Sorry. But, you know, about how I need to take better care of my nails. Hey, I'm a crafter. We don't take care of our nails unless we're really, like, over vigilant about it. Either way, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Right there. That button right there. That perfect time for a jump cut for you. Because as I was comment and subscribe and pointing to where you need to press the button, press the button right now, it decided that it was going to freeze up, and that's my time to say goodbye. Bye!